And if you ever watch my videos, like, man, why don't they just get out and walk and go get their decoys? If you ain't getting out and walking, you're gonna sink straight up to your hush puppies, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, so welcome back. Another Murphy's Law Outdoors. Little short clip here. So we got the mud boat, right, with the gator tail. Well, Julian said I was pretty silly for not making a video of everything that I did. Here's a little recap. So I had the bass boat, right? So the bass boat I've had for 6 years or so. Used to do a good bit of tournament fishing in it. Don't have time to do that anymore. With the company that I work for. So, and obviously getting a family, kids, all that kind of fun stuff, you know. So I had no reason for the bass boat. I could have done anything. So I could do what I want to do without a bass boat. Just obviously can't go as fast. So one thing I always got annoyed with was come duck season, I couldn't go duck hunting because I no longer had a mud boat. Well, I used to have pretty good things set up where I would help out this hunting guide out west Louisiana, and in return he would allow me to go hunting with him, and I'd bring him fishing and stuff like that. So free of charge I'd go hunting with him. Well, he finally retired after 42 years, I think it was, of doing guided duck and goose hunting. He retired, and I no longer had a place to go hunting. So I decided to get another mud boat. So the first choice was not to sell the bass boat, but keep the bass boat and then get some kind of, used surface drive, whatever, something I could find relatively inexpensive enough for me to go hunting with. And then I got talked into selling the bass boat and just having one boat doing a little nicer boat. So, okay, that's what I'll do. So I sold the bass boat, and I was going to get a surface drive, a nice surface drive rig to do my hunting, fishing, everything out of. Well, when time came to do it, I decided that's not what I'm going to do. So a friend of mine down the street was selling this motor right here. It's a Gatortail 37 EFI. This has been built by Nick Willie Fast, boat motor, Gatortail, surface drive, building, whatever, juice up. So it's, I was told it's a little over 60 horsepower as it sits. So I went ahead and bought it. I knew the guy that had it. I knew he takes care of his stuff, so on and so forth. So I went ahead and bought it. And then I was on the prowl to look for a hull and trailer to go with it. Well, a friend of mine who I used to take hunting a good bit back when I had a surface drive. He has this hull and trailer that you see right here. It's 18 foot long, 42 inch bottom, narrow boat, and it's a 2010. It's made by Sportsman Fabrication here locally, Morgan City, Louisiana. And he had this Pro Drive on it, which is a 2009 or 2010 36 horsepower Pro Drive. Now the motor has not worked in a few years, and so he offered me to put my motor on his boat until such time as he's ready to buy a new motor for his boat. And obviously he can use it whenever he wants. He can come pick up the rig, take off, go hunting, fishing, whatever he wants to do with it, no problem. So I went ahead, did that. So if we can see here, some beefy material up there. I hooked a chain fall up there and used it to hang the motor. Whenever the guy came to drop off the motor, he backed his boat in and disconnected the motor from his boat, hooked it up to the chain fall, picked it up, he drove away with his boat. Well, then I got this boat, backed it in further over here somewhere at an angle. A second chain fall to the ceiling joist that I've got some beefed up material up there, and hooked the Pro Drive up, picked it off of this boat, put it on that dolly that you see over there. Let's go take a walk. So I say a dolly, a little cart, one of those little Harbor Freight carts, and I stack some wood under there to keep it straight, so I can roll it around the shop, whatever. So the motor's broken. There's something wrong. There's nothing wrong with the engine itself. The actual engine, I think, is fine. I'm gonna try to get a little better description on what's actually wrong with the motor, and might actually fix it for the guy. We'll see what it was doing and what was actually wrong with it. So we'll play with that another day. Anyway, so I then put the boat under the gator tail, lowered it down onto the transom. Now with this, I had to drill new holes. As you can see, hole here and a hole here. That was where the Pro Drive mounted, and I drilled new holes in the transom for the gator tail. And you see the nice shiny fender washers I put on there, just, you know, because why not, right? Might as well make it look pretty. Something else I had to do, I guess I didn't have to, but something else I did just for good measure, is I replaced the fuel line and the fuel. So we got a place locally where you suck out your old fuel and you can go and dispose of it. So fuel tank is here. Fuel line leaves there, goes inside of here, all the way to the back. Also replaced this fuel water separator that you see there. And a new piece of fuel comes up to a fuel pump. So there we go. So we got new fuel. It's a 13-gallon tank. I put a little over 13 gallons in it whenever I filled it up. Non-ethanol, I was putting 89 octane because that's the highest non-ethanol that I can get near my house without driving further out the way. So this is what we've got. Now I will show you the blind situation in further detail next. Let's see here. I got some stuff in the way over here. As you can see, messing around. It's the split right now. Got that chair. I'm not sure about hunting out of that chair in the boat. I don't know. It's a big chair. It's comfortable, don't get me wrong, but it's just not really a boat hunting chair. These are the 2 sacks of decoys that I've been using on those trips that you saw. Honestly, I don't know how many are in there. Between those 2 sacks of decoys, I'd imagine probably 6 dozen, maybe 7 dozen. 7 dozen at most, I'd say. Probably 6-7 dozen decoys within 2 sacks. Have another sack of decoys sitting over there that you see. Those are rigged up with like 6-foot lines. I have a lines laying on the ground to put shorter lines on them. if I feel like it's necessary, I will bring those too. And I've got more decoys still at my dad's house, where we used to hunt rice fields, that I could go get at any time. Probably another 10 dozen or so. I don't feel like I need that many hunting out of a boat, but I do know the guy with the most decoys usually wins. So, and I like winning. So anyway, being in the boat. Let's see here. Let me hop in here. Like I said, very, very narrow boat. This motor is big. This is my first time dealing with gator tail. If I only had Pro Drives before, this thing's definitely bigger than Pro Drive. For me to stand and drive this boat, I am a good 5 feet or so from the back of the boat to be able to stand and drive it. Now I know why guys use the hunt deck and set the motor off the back another 16 or so inches. Because as it sits, I've got, 4 or 5 foot of unusable space right here while the boat is driving. I guess I could use this for storage. I could put stuff back here on the floor for storage. But from what I've seen so far, I can't really utilize that. I can't like stand back here and drive the boat, because if I want to turn, then I'm throwing myself in the way. So it's not a bad little boat. It moves, it flies. So that's her. It's got this grab bar. This grab bar was broken. You can see where it broke, and I had a friend of mine weld it. Thank you, Walt, for having that welded for me. Whenever you're driving, you're to, stand back behind and hold on. And then when you get where you're going, if you want to get it out of the way, you just turn it around. Just comme ça, just like that. So, for me, the way this sits, I have to literally lean up against here while driving the boat. I cannot stand behind it and hold on. I lean up, I lay my butt up against it and hold on while driving. So that's that. So let's go check out the blind situation. Let's get out. All right, so as you can see, I have these valleys, I'll call them, one on each side, goes to a plug. This boat has 2 plugs, has another little valley on the other side. You can see it goes to a plug back there. I wanted to do some kind of pop-up blind, but obviously I don't want to, and I'm not going to drill more holes in a boat that's not mine. So, came up with this. Let's check it out. So what we're looking at right here is galvanized water pipe and little fittings. Got a T and a 90. So what happens is, you could picture this, and I'll show it to you again in just a minute. I'm painting it right now, obviously, to make it not look like I'm hunting with a Tin Man. I've missed a spot. I'll come back and catch that. This is threaded, yes. This has a little rubber foot on the bottom. I have one side, this side, that is taller. That's a full 4 foot length. This side I have cut 6 inches off, so this side is 6 inches shorter than the other side. I just pulled the little feet off, cut it, put the little feet back. I want to hunt out of my boat just one way. So I always want one side taller than the other side. And we're gonna go ahead and get it situated. Now I did spray paint it black. Does it look great? No, I don't care. It just doesn't look like I'm hunting with a Tin Man anymore. I don't have the Tin Man in my hunting blind with me anymore because I don't have this bright silver nonsense. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back in the boat, and I'm gonna flip it the opposite way because I want the high side on the starboard. I want the high side on the port side, and I want to shoot out of the starboard side. So I want the low side on the starboard side. So we're gonna go ahead and get this back in the boat and put it back together. And those sides of the plastic feet that you saw will sit in these valleys, right? And there's enough of a groove there, probably 3.5 inches, that it won't just like fall over. You know, it won't come out, whatever. So they just sit in there, one in the front, one in the back. And then the other two bars that are just with the threaded ends on them, those screw into the 90s on the opposite side to make a box. So I'm gonna put y'all down for a minute. I'll throw it in here and we'll be right back. All right, and we got entertainment now. So they're in here. Once again, they're not painted great. I'll do some touch-ups. So the part that is threaded will go across and thread in over there. You see how that'll work? And then the same thing on the back. It'll go across and thread in over there. So, is it great? No. Will it work? Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that together, and then I'll show you what it looks like.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, Grace. Say hi, Grace.
Hello.
Jibber jabber. All right. So like I said,
I
you did it. Good job. This bar goes to here. On the back side, the bar goes across to here. I said we need some touch-up paint. And it just threads in. And when it's ready to come down, you just loosen it and then fold it back down. And as you loosen it from here, it tightens up on this side.
Daddy.
Yes, baby.
I did it.
You did it. You're so wonderful. You do a great job, baby.
It's your dad.
Me too. It's awesome. So anyway, so this grass, this is the back side. So you see how it. Yeah, you did it. Hey, shh, hold on a second. Yeah, you did it. So as you can see, I got it folded, leaned over this way, so I can sit here and then shoot out of this side. This side will be even lower because I cut it and because it's in that direction. If I wanted to, I could shift it the other way. And this side is still a little taller because I cut that other side. I cut this in, like I said. But I did it that way on purpose. That way I could shift it this way. And it will be, oh, now she's got the paddle. And that'll be the low side. Kids are awesome. So anyway, that's that. So we're gonna put some grass on it, and that'll be it. I'm gonna do some touch-up painting first, and then we'll put some grass on it. I'm gonna work on that. What, love?
Grace.
Grace?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're Grace.
Daddy.
And I'm Daddy. It's so awesome. Being Daddy's great. So I'm gonna get this touch-up paint done, and then we're gonna throw some grass on it, and that'll be it. And then I'll show you how it lays down. All right, we got half of it grassed up. Now this is just some old grass that's been laying around for forever. But something else you might see, might notice I got some green in there. So that is John Deere green colored spray paint. Here in South Louisiana, it takes a good while for us to get any dead grass in our marshes and stuff. So just add a little John Deere green to it, brings it out. But that's her, man. Also, if you can see, a lot of people put their blind grass, what we'll call the top side. Hold on just a second. Their grass where this side is up, where it's all braided too. They put that at the top, and so if you do that, you have just like a sheet. You know what I'm saying? Here you've got what I think looks better, and what I've always done is put what most people call the bottom side at the top, and leave this end here at the bottom, and then all the leaf material just hangs down, and instead of it looking like a flat sheet, it looks like a three-dimensional pile of grass, what it would normally look like, I think anyways. But that's her. That's one side. I don't have any more fast grass. I guess if I would have reminded my dad, he could have sent me. I got 2 packs still up at his house from pit blinds that I don't think have ever come out the box. And my mom actually came down today. So if I'd have thought earlier, I would have told him to bring me that. But that did not happen. So, oh well. I'll put this netting material up and that'll be good enough for now. So, y'all stay tuned while I'll get the other side up. Alright, this is the opposite side. All this is some leafy kind of fabric, cotton, I don't know what it is, to tell you the truth. Material in Max 4 pattern. They sell it at Academy. So what I have here, I have it zip tied across the top. As you can see, I didn't go back and cut them just yet. I zip tied down here. Not sure if I'm going to keep that though. When I try to take it down, I'll see what it looks like, and I'll decide whether I keep it or not. And then the same thing here. So something else I have. So I took some old decoy weights, and wrapped them very well around here. I got 4, I think. 1 there, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here to keep it down and in the water. So that way, just on a windy day, it's not just, going every which way. Those are some 4-ounce weights, so you got a pound of lead holding it in the ground, holding it in the water, I should say. So I guess if I need more, I could add more. We'll see. I'm thinking about maybe doing the same thing here, putting some along the bottom, just to keep this down, because I can tell you from that first real windy day that I went by myself, this was wanting to blow in the boat very easily. So I think I'll go ahead and just do that too. We'll just go ahead and sit y'all down while I do that. Alright, so we added our 4 little strap weights right there. Now, I can tell you what else I've got is some, got just some blind. You can see I got this burlap right here. I've never opened it. Can't tell you how old that is. It's never been opened. Inside of here, I've got more material, and what I'll do is I can go ahead and stick you on time lapse, put you up somewhere, and I'll show you. We can see what all we do. So let's see. All right, we're back, and we'll climb up here without killing myself. So this is what we've got. Tell you what we can do. We'll do one better than that. Let's see here. So the blind. See, can I get high enough? I sure could. If I stood up here, I could. So, see, I got this little net material. Made a hole at the end made a hole at the end for me to sit, because I'm left-handed, and we'll shoot out of that facing this way. So, hole at the end for me to sit. A hole for somebody else. Hole for somebody else. I really don't think this boat is big enough to hunt 4 people. That will not be comfortable, but that is good enough. The motor is camouflage. I'll sit myself in some lilies or something. I got this piece of burlap to throw over here and kind of just let it hang out and chill in the water. Whatever, don't matter. Yeah, the handle sticks up, who cares? And then on this side, you can see, so we'll be facing this way, right? Shooting this way. Not too bad, right? Got a little hole, you know. Let's keep in mind that first day I went out there and shot those canvasbacks and everything. Got me a little wall right here. I do have 2 unopened things of burlap. I could open one, throw it across the front if I feel like that's necessary. You know, and that's probably what I'll do anyway. But that's besides the point. So let's remember that first day that I shot those canvasbacks, I didn't even have the blind up. Like, I literally pulled behind what used to be a blind, but it was just one side. The back side was wide open. I was sitting there, a blue and gray ice chest, and a gray hoodie, and them ducks still came in. So some of y'all might look at this and think, man, what a piece of junk. You know what? I believe it'll still kill ducks. Let's get a little higher vantage point. Handy dandy ladder. So that's her. You know, we're in there. We keep that netting tight to us. Once you get in, you'll pull that netting up tight to you, you know, to your shoulders or whatever. That way, from shoulder to shoulder, you'll be open, but everything between people, whatever, will be covered up. So I ain't too worried about covering this up. Like I said, I'll hide the boat in lilies, right up in some lilies, and that'll cover up, you know, the bottom half of the boat and the motor and all that stuff, and this will just be laying yet. So that's her. I can tell you the materials for building this blind, all the pipe was I don't know, I guess around $200. So what you've got is, let's see, let me turn it around again. This is 11 foot. So, or that's a little bit bigger than 11. But anyway, got a 5-foot piece and a 6-foot piece, and a union in the middle. Same thing on the other side, 5 foot length, 6 foot length. And then the legs, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 4-foot pieces. And then a 4-foot piece that connects the two. And so if you got that, your 490s, your 4Ts, you know, came out right around 200 bucks. Grass, this blind material, I say you can tell by looking at this blind material that it's old. This fast grass, I'm saying, this fast grass is old. I would say this fast grass is probably, I don't know, 7, 8 seasons old, years old. So, like I said, I got 2 packs, never been open at my dad's place. Probably won't get that until Christmas though. So we're gonna roll like this until Christmas. But then after Christmas, we're gonna pull this down and put fast grass on the front of it. So, alrighty. That's her. And like I said, this little wall barrier right here is just the same material as what's on the front over here. So not too bad, not too bad. Oh, something else I did was, like I said, I cut these down 6 inches. I went ahead and cut this side down. Those legs, I cut them 3 inches before I put the grass on. So after I painted them and everything, when I started putting grass, I said, you know what, I better cut these, because I remember that real windy day, it was wanting to blow back in. So I cut them 3 inches, give the fast grass more water to sit in, or give more of the fast grass to sit in water, I should say. So that's her. Not too bad, you know. There's definitely worse boats out there, worse lines out there. So I'm gonna hop in here. And we're gonna pick it up, and we'll be back. All right, cool fronts here. You might be able to hear the rain outside. So let's check it out. Stand by. Let's get this out of the way. All right. So as you can see, disconnect the 2 bars from each end. Roll the grass up, material up, lay it down. The more I think about it, the more I very well might keep this blind material on here, because look how nice and clean and tight that is as opposed to that. So I think as long as I don't have an issue with flaring ducts or whatever, I might just keep that. Let's be real, I mean, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't like we hunting prime real estate over here with mallards and pintails and such. So, I think she'll work like this. So we'll see what happens. This is her though. This is the rig. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it like this. Put the decoy sacks of the decoys obviously in the boat for the truck drive, and when I get to where I'm going, I'll possibly just throw them up here on the deck, depending on how many people I have in the boat. I've got 2 guys from Georgia coming to hunt the week after Christmas. I think that'll be the first time I hunt 3 people out of the boat. No, it won't. Christmas Eve will be the first time I hunt 3 people out of the boat. I've got a buddy of mine, Felipe, who has his own YouTube channel called Fish on Louisiana, where obviously he fishes. He is from Brazil. Y'all go check out his YouTube channel, Fish on Louisiana, and give him a subscribe and everything like that. He fishes mainly out of a kayak. We do have at least one video of he and I fishing together out of my old bass boat. So go check out his channel, give him a subscribe, like his videos, so on and so forth. He and I will be hunting Christmas Eve with one of his friends in his boat. So we'll probably go, unless something crazy happens between now and then. I'm gonna be hunting. I may be able to hunt the afternoon of the opening day of the split. I do have a few more hours left of personal time. I may try to leave work at noon, have the boat already loaded up, ready to go, and get home from work about 12:30 and take off and make an afternoon hunt. And then I won't hunt the Sunday, but then starting that Monday, I'll hunt probably every day except for Christmas Day and then the Sunday after. We'll see what happens. But look forward to a lot more videos coming up. I finally got time. I got two and a half weeks off. I'm off from the 21st, from the 20th out to, I think, January 6th, something like that. So I think comes out to about 2.5 weeks off. So we're gonna get some hunting done during that time. We'll make it happen. So, but this is her. This is the rig. That motor is mean. For those of you who care, like I said, this is a 37 EFI Gator Tail built by Nick Wiley. And I'm sorry, Nick Willie, because you don't want to go Wiley fast. You want to go Willie fast. That's what he says. So it's Nick Willie fast. Performance Mud Motors, whatever the name of his company is, honestly I don't know. So that's one of his motors. Let's see here. That's one of his motors. So 60-ish, I'm told, horsepower. She's an animal. By myself, I've seen 38 was the fastest, and I'll be honest with you, it was kind of sketchy. No need for a lawnmower motor to turn nearly 5,000 RPMs. But 2 people with the decoys, like I said, we got like 7 dozen decoys between this sack and this sack over here, wherever it is, here, and then here. There's like 7 dozen decoys. Plus you saw the blind material and the boat, in the front of the boat, the extra blind material. So, your normal gear, guns and shells and things. So we're looking at about, I don't know, decent amount of weight. But anyway, with me and Lee the other day, and we have the old, let's see here if we can get it on camera, the old 2-blade, work 2-blade prop. With me and Lee, the decoys and everything, all our gear, we were still going 35 miles an hour, so who cares? I mean, that's moving for a mud motor. Also, when I bought the motor, I got these 2 3-blades. There's one, and then I got another one just like it. Both are worked. All 3 of these are baggy worked props. So pretty good. This is her. This is the deal. This is the unit. This is what's going to take us hunting. I'm looking forward to it. I guess I should have done like JB said. Well, the weather is getting bad outside. Son of a gun. Might have to go in just a minute. I guess I should have done like JB said and made a video from once this motor got here to pulling the Pro Drive off of this boat, putting the Pro Drive on, building the blind, so on and so forth. I guess I should have made a video of all that while it was happening, but I didn't because I was in a hurry to get it done. But now that it's done, we can talk about it. So, this is her. Season opens back up Saturday. today is Sunday, and I work every day. I work Monday through Saturday this week. So 6 more days of work. Might get a half day in Friday, Saturday, excuse me. 6 more days of work, 2.5 weeks off. Hopefully we slow down a little bit in January so I can make a couple hunts. Hopefully a couple hunts a week, but I can make a few, hopefully 4 or 5 hunts after I go back to work, maybe 6, 7 hunts before the season closes. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one. This is the rig. 6 more working days and then 2.5 weeks off. A lot of videos coming. JB better get ready because there's going to be a whole lot of SD cards showing up to him. And we're going to get this done. Oh, something else I forgot. So for hunting this, now I'm hunting in like 2 feet of water, 2.5 feet of water maybe. 3 foot absolute most. This is what I need for my mojos while I knock it down. I don't know if you can tell. Okay, I'm 6'3", and this is over 8 foot tall. This is over 8 foot tall. I need this to hang my mojos because that's how soft the marsh is. So there's no getting out and walking. If you ever watch my videos, like, man, why don't they just get out and walk and go get their decoys? You ain't getting out and walking. You're gonna sink straight up to your hush puppies, if you know what I'm saying. So this is like 8 foot long, and this is what we need for our mojos. I've been hunting 2 mojos. When I get to go hunting again, kids will be out of school, people will be on vacation, so on and so forth at the end. All right, sorry about that. So anyway, y'all stick around. We got plenty of hunting to come. Oh yeah, these mojo sticks. It's soft. That's why we don't get out and go get the ducks. That's why we don't get out and go get the decoys. That's that. So to round up, because evidently my phone's running out of storage. I need to get a storage drive. So that's going to happen like tomorrow. To summarize, we've got a blind ready to go. I work every day between now and next Saturday, including next Saturday. Going to try to only work a half day. We'll see how that goes. A lot of decoys, 4 mojos, at least 3 mojos, possibly 4, and we'll make it happen, Captain. So y'all stick around, y'all stay tuned. We got plenty of videos coming up. I look forward to hunting and making the videos. I look forward to y'all watching them. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think about it, and stay tuned. We got more coming. See y'all later.